Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to talk some Steam news and updates. Last of Us Part 1 has gotten a brand new patch 1.0.4. The patch notes have dropped for that, so I'll go through that. Armored Core 6, a game that I am incredibly excited for. The Steam page is live, pre-orders are live. We have minimum system requirements, although I would take that with a grain of salt for now, given that the game is still 4 months away, but we'll talk about that. And speaking of system requirements, RedFall, which will be available via Xbox Game Pass, but for the two of you that are buying it on Steam, that is going to be an option as well. And we do have system requirements on that, and they're looking pretty beefy, so we'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, The Last of Us Part 1, version 1.0.4.0 patch notes have dropped on PC. I'll go over the patch notes in a second. I did, in fact, beat The Last of Us on PC. Don't ask me. I don't even know why I put myself through it. And yes, I literally played through the game with like atrocious stuttering, bad performance, but I was just like, I just powered through it for some reason. I don't even know why. It's such a poor way to play the game. Not to say that it was like completely unplayable, although, you know, playable versus unplayable, that's going to be a subjective opinion on what people consider playable and what people consider unplayable. Nevertheless, I'm sure a year from now, the game is going to get better and better, and by that point, it'll be like 50 to 60% off, and it'll actually be worth, you know, your $20, $25 at that point. But as far as these patch notes, it notes optimized CPU and GPU use throughout the game, improved texture fidelity and resolution on in-game low and medium settings, improved graphical fidelity on the in-game low graphics preset, particularly water surfaces no longer appear black. Wow. Fixed a crash that may occur during shader building. Fixed a crash that may occur when quitting to the main menu. Fixed a crash that may occur when dying after combat. Fixed an issue where on first boot, players may experience longer wait times to load into the game. Added an option for players to lock and unlock performance stats simultaneously in the HUD menu, and added descriptions in the graphics menu to better explain when certain settings may affect one another. Added a texture streaming rates setting. Fixed an issue where skipping cutscenes during a critical load may cause the game to hang. Fixed an issue where the shader load warning did not appear while relaunching the game. Updated the VRAM bar to more accurately display the OS and app usage. Fixed an issue where the screen reader read values for lock settings, which may imply those same lock settings were active. Fixed an issue where aiming downward while using keyboard and mouse may increase camera sensitivity. Refined the handling of certain commands, corrected various languages, and ultra-wide display fixes. And then there were some Steam fixes as far as the achievements. It can't be for nothing achievement did not trigger despite acquiring all other achievements. And then fixed a crash on AMD platforms as well. And there's Steam Deck fixes rolling out as well. I don't know who's trying to play this game on a Steam Deck. Like, probably not a good idea at this stage of the game. Maybe it'll work on the deck like a year from now, and it'll be at a decent state, but I wouldn't be trying to do that right now. Nevertheless, nice to see updates for that continuing to roll out. I would not, again, I'm a broken record with this, do not be dropping, you know, $50, $60 on the game. Wait for it to see a deep discount, you know, $25, $20, and by the time it hits that price point, it'll probably be a lot better. I know a lot of you guys probably are getting the game with the AMD promotion. If you're buying an AMD graphics card, you're just getting it included with AMD GPUs, but nevertheless, outside of that, don't be dropping $60 on it. Alright, moving on from that, Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon. Yes, a action mech title coming from the developers From Software. The guys that brought you the Souls game has gotten a brand new gameplay trailer. We have a release date of August 25th, although if you're familiar with Bandai Namco releases on Steam, you'll know that those releases actually happened 6 p.m. Eastern time the previous day. So this is actually listed for August 24th. Same thing happened with Elden Ring. Same thing happened with One Piece Odyssey, I believe. That's just generally how things go with Bandai Namco releases on PC. Armored Core 6, the gameplay looks tremendous. The trailer that we saw, oh my goodness. If you are a fan of big action mech titles, or you've been looking for something like that, this looks like it's gonna be what you've been gunning for. Combining From Software's long-standing expertise in mech games with their signature action gameplay, Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon brings a brand new action experience to the series. Dynamic omnidirectional battles. Players will pilot their mechs in fast-paced omnidirectional battles, taking advantage of massive stages and their mechs' mobility on land and in the air to ensure victory. Customized parts for individual battle styles Customize armored core parts to suit a large variety of playstyles. Selecting different parts not only changes the mech's attacks, but also directly affects its movement and battle style, so each mission can be approached with a unique mech strategy. You have thrilling boss battles. Deploy a wide variety of offensive and defensive tactics at close and long range to take down powerful enemy bosses. Minimum requirements have been posted. I'll go through them, but take it with a grain of salt for now, given that the game is still 4 months away. You're looking at an Intel Core i5 8600K or a Ryzen 3 3300X, 12GB of RAM at minimum, which is kind of wild given that this is a cross-gen release. It's on PS4 and Xbox One. GTX 960, RX 480, Intel Arc A380, 6GB on that, and then 65GB of available storage space as well. And yeah, we'll see how ultimately that turns out. The game is priced at $59.99. There is a deluxe edition available at $70, but it's a bunch of digital downloads. It's no expansion pass or anything like that. Lastly, I do want to note that RedFall has gotten its system requirements. I imagine the majority of you guys, if you're interested in playing this game, will be going the Xbox Game Pass route, given that this is a $70 release outside of Game Pass, so Game Pass adds even more value as far as these games are concerned. But as far as hardware specifications go, we do have those. Minimum, recommended, and ultra. Minimum is pretty tame, all things considered. RX 580, GTX 1070 are the GPUs. CPU is Intel Core i5 8400 or a Ryzen 5 1600. 16 gigs of RAM. Nothing too crazy there. Recommended gets a little bit beefier. i7 9700K, Ryzen 7 2700X, AMD 5700 or RTX 2080. They also note an Intel Arc at 8GB of VRAM. 16GB of RAM is still recommended. Ultra, which it would have been nice if they specified, you know, resolutions and settings, but nevertheless, yes, we can't get those. i7 9700K on Ultra or Ryzen 7 2700X, 6800 XT or an RTX 3080, and 32GB of RAM. Now, if you don't know, Redfall's actually under a little bit of fire for its Xbox release because it will not have a 60 frames per second performance mode at launch. That will be coming sometime down the line, but absolutely egregious, in my opinion, to not have a performance mode at launch. Even if it's not going to be a lock 60, you know, if it's going to dip a little bit, but 30 FPS, like, that's all you're going to give the player. That's just whack, in my opinion, when you're talking about next-gen releases. And that really makes me a little skeptical on how this is going to turn out on PC itself. Like, you know, people are talking about, oh, on PC, you're going to be able to play this game at 60 FPS. Well, are you? That remains to be seen. That remains to be seen, given how bad some of these PC versions have been recently. Do not just go into it being like, oh, Redfall's on PC, bro. I can play it at 60 FPS. Now, the risk isn't that high, given that it's just going to be included with Game Pass, but I wouldn't be going into it just automatically assuming just like that 60 FPS is going to be easily had. It might not be as easy as you think it's gonna be, but yeah, there you go with that. That's gonna do it for me. Again, The Last of Us Part 1 version 1.0.4.0 patch notes have dropped. Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon gets an update August 24th for the release on PC. System requirements, minimum requirements are out. Take it with a grain of salt for now. And Redfall's requirements looking pretty hefty over there. That'll do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.